So you've been curious about therapy and you just don't know where to start. You've heard so many different rumors and you don't know what's true, and you're playing it safe and staying away. Well, if therapy is still in the back of your mind, then this video is for you. Stay tuned till the end and I'll debunk 13 myths about individual therapy. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, where have you been? I've been waiting for you. Go ahead, hit this subscription button so you will always be notified whenever I have a new video coming up. You've already seen the title of this video, so you know what we're going to be talking about. And I'm sure you have a lot of myths that you've heard too, and I would love for you to share them in the comments. So go ahead, start sharing. I would love to have a conversation with you about these myths that we've heard around therapy. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in. The first myth is therapy is only for people with severe mental health issues. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am a couples therapist, and I could tell you straight up, that is the furthest from the truth. A lot of clients who come into therapy don't come in because something is mentally wrong with them. They come in because they're in difficult situations that they don't know how to handle themselves. And a therapist is there to guide and provide tools to help them work through difficult moments, whether in their relationships or in their personal life. So that's debunked. Point number 2, therapy is expensive and not covered by insurance. I said this in another video recently that we have a long way to go as it pertains to insurance and mental wellness. But mental health is becoming a bit more accessible than it used to be. Back in the day, the thought of therapy was just for the elite, for people who had money. And that's not always the case anymore. Yes, there are some therapists who are specialists who specialize in a particular thing and they're really good at it and they charge their worth. And then you have organizations that are run by either the government or other private entities, and they provide affordable mental health treatment for people who may need it. In some instances, insurance even covers mental health sessions. Some insurance companies give you an allotted amount of sessions per year. Others pay for a percentage and you pay the balance or a copay. It really depends on the insurance and it depends on the therapist. It's important for you to do your research, especially if therapy is something that you want to do. That's debunked. Point number 3. Therapy is not effective for relationship problems. I said it a while ago. I'm a couples therapist. Yes, therapy is beneficial for individuals or couples. So if you're having issues in your relationship and you both don't know how to move over that hump, maybe getting a couples therapist is your next move. So that is debunked. Point number 4. Therapy is only for people who are weak or have failed in other areas of their lives. Absolutely not. You are not weak if you seek help. You are not weak if you come in for couples therapy. You're not weak if you're feeling confusion around life choices and you don't know what to do. You not getting the specific results that you want in your life for a certain period of time doesn't make you a failure. It just means you didn't accomplish your goal. It's okay to reevaluate the situation and start over. And sometimes that includes you having conversations with a therapist or a counselor who can help you work through the decisions you're trying to make. So that is debunked. Point number 5, therapists will force you to take medication. If you found a therapist that's forcing you to take medication, find another therapist. Therapists provide you with your options and they support you in whatever decision you make. So that point is debunked. What are some myths that you've heard about regarding therapy? Share them in the comments and let's have a conversation about that. I would love to hear from you. Point number 6, you have to be in therapy for a long time to see any improvement. So let's define a long time. A long time is subjective. For some people, a long time is a month, 2 months, 3 months. For some people, a long time is a year, 2 years, 3 years. It really depends. When it comes to therapy, you are in control. You determine how long you want to stay, when you want to leave. But just remember, if you're not doing the work and you leave after a month, you can't expect to see positive changes. There are some things that require more work than others. Everyone's situation is unique. For some, they might spend 3 months and their issues are rectified, whereas others might need to spend a little more time. So that myth is debunked. Point number 6, Only people who have had traumatic experiences need therapy. Kind of touched on this before, but this is absolutely not true. People who have experienced trauma, they're always welcome in therapy. But not because you haven't experienced trauma means that therapy is not for you. As I said before, I help couples work through some difficult times in their relationships. And many times it has nothing to do with any form of mental ailment. Sometimes it's different perspectives. Sometimes it's how they communicate. Sometimes it's how they spend money. It's never just about mental wellness. So that myth is debunked. Point number 8, and I've heard this one a lot. You have to disclose all your deepest, darkest secrets in therapy. Absolutely not. I mean, if you want to, that's on you. But I have never asked a client to share anything that they were not comfortable with. If you don't feel comfortable sharing something with your therapist, again, you're in control. You could tell them straight up, look, I don't feel comfortable to share that with you. I'm not there yet. Maybe in a few weeks I might feel comfortable, but right now I'm not there yet. So that myth is debunked. Point number 9. Therapy is only for people who have a problem, not for those who want to improve themselves. I'm big on personal development. Therapy and personal development go hand in hand. You don't have to have a mental ailment to work on yourself. You can feel absolutely fine and just want to be a better version of yourself. And for you guys who know my platform, that's all I encourage, being better versions of yourself. Point number 10, you have to lay on a couch and talk about your feelings. I have never asked anyone to lay on a couch. In fact, that's what we see on TV. Now, if you want to come in and lay down and get comfortable, that's on you. But a therapist is never going to tell you that's what you have to do. So that myth is debunked. Point number 11, therapy is only for people who are not religious or spiritual. Don't get me started on this one. If y'all were raised like me, growing up in a very conservative Christian church, you were not encouraged to really talk about therapy. Yes, times are changing now, but back then, not so much. You can still love God and need therapy. You can have a strong relationship with God and be deep in your church and still need support from a mental health professional. Don't be fooled. If God gave doctors the knowledge and the wisdom to take care of us, why wouldn't he give that same knowledge to therapists to help take care of your mental health? So that myth is debunked. Point number 13, therapists will judge or blame you for your problems. Again, if you found a therapist that is doing this to you, grab your purse, grab your coat, and get out. Find another therapist. You're not ever supposed to be in a situation where a therapist judges you for the decisions that you've made. As licensed therapists and just as professionals, we are trained to not be judgmental. So if you're experiencing that, then that might not be the best therapist for you. Get back to the drawing board and find another therapist. So that myth is debunked. And finally, the last point, therapy is not effective for people who have been through long-term stress or trauma. You know that is definitely not true. We talked about it a little earlier. People who have experienced trauma need therapy. Don't you ever feel like because you've experienced something for so long that no one can help you. Therapy is always available. There's so many different tools that we are trained to use to help clients get through difficult moments. And trauma is one of those things. So that myth is debunked. Hopefully, I was able to debunk some of the myths that you may have heard throughout your lifetime about therapy. And if you're feeling a little more compelled to start your therapy journey, I'm going to leave a link in the show notes in the description so you can go ahead and find a therapist that's in your area. And guess what? You'll get 20% off your first month. So go ahead, find that therapist that's near you and start your therapy journey today. I'm so glad that you guys stopped by and we were able to really discuss some of these myths. I hope you got some clarity from this. Take care.